Welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is from one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite, brewery in Japan. That is Kyoto Brewing Company. And they are a brewery located, of course, in Kyoto City. And they were founded, the brewery was founded by 3 foreign residents of the city, and an American, a Canadian, and a Welshman. And they started in 2015, and they have grown since then and become quite successful. They survived the coronavirus kind of shutdown, lockdown period, and have come back strong. And they were actually, when they started, they were rated the top new brewery in Japan by ratebeer.com, and a few years later, the best brewery in Japan by ratebeer as well. So, full disclosure though, I do know the 3 principals involved, so maybe I'm a little bit partial to them, but they do make great beer. The beer for today is this one. It is called Kyoto Brewing Romp Circumstance, and in Japanese it's Ifudodo, and the name is kind of a play, of course, on the march one of the marches by Elgar called Pomp and Circumstance, a rather famous march. Actually, I think he wrote 6 or 7 of them, so they're playing on the name of that with this second kanji, or first kanji in the name. And in the first case, in Elgar's case, Ifu Dodo means kind of stately, which fits the name of it's a translation of Pomp and Circumstance. And in the second one, it's Ifu Dodo, and this is kind of the sense of something different, something majestic or weird, and somehow strangely different. And so they are trying something different here. This is part of their a series of beers that Kyoto Brewing has, and it is called their Kikan series, and it's kind of a return series. And the return here is to Belgian styles, which they all love and they make in their own way. So going back and reinterpreting Belgian styles. And this style is a quad, and it is 10% and 25 international bittering units. 600 yen where I bought it, approximately, I would say now, maybe around a little under $5 US, something like that. The malt bill is pale ale malt, Pilsner malt, Munich dark, and something called DRC. The hops are Polaris and Aramis, and the yeast is Belgian ale. A couple of extra ingredients, Kuromitsu, dark honey, and white sugar to give that little elevation in alcohol. Rate beer, there's only 1 rating when I checked, and 4.1 out of 5. Untapped, there were 17 ratings, and the average 3.96, so pretty close. Again, it's a Belgian quad style. And I think we'll see something interesting in how they have reinterpreted it or revisited it. Okay. Romp and Circumstance. So they did a play on the name in English and, of course, in Japanese as well. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Okay. Probably not the right glass for this. It is a very nice dark sort of cherry red, dark brown with kind of mahogany sort of tints to it. Off-white head, about a finger or so of it. Kind of frothy. Could have been from my pour. Okay. Oh my. Okay. Okay, right away I get a kind of light fruity sweetness. Yeast is very prominent. Some kind of dark fruit. Something flowery as well. maybe honey. Okay, it smells very, very nice, very inviting. Okay, it's a quad. What can I say? Nice dark fruit flavors. Somehow it's strange, for all the power it should have here. It seems a little bit weak in body, but it certainly has alcohol warmth, and the sweetness is generous. Oh my, okay. It's got a touch of cola, perhaps something kind of effervescent like that, and very rich maltiness. But you see, the two primary malts are pale ale and pilsner, so it's not a heavy body beer. Very well blended in mid palate. Bitterness kind of takes a jump, of course, in mid palate, and then fades out, and it's very smooth in finish. This is exceptional, I think. These guys can make, I mean, they can make anything, and they do it well. They got their name with, by making, I mean, they started out making Belgian-American kind of hybrid beers, Saisons and Belgian IPAs and that sort of thing. But they've moved on and done all sorts of things. But again, they're revisiting their roots here with a Belgian style called Romp Circumstance. And it is a 10%er, 25 IBUs, and I will give this a rather high rating myself, I think, on Rate Beer. So go ahead and check it out. You can buy these online if you are in Japan on their website, and I hope you will try some of their beers. And you may find these in department store, liquor shops, and specialty beer stores as well. Okay, but don't wait around. This will probably sell out pretty quickly, I would imagine. Okay, well, that's it for today. Please let me know what you think of Kyoto Brewing beers if you've had them, and leave me a comment, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.